That's why the wine glasses are shaped like that. Like they go in a little bit because women fight each other. Yeah, it has to.
His cock was fucking mine, and you sucked it.
Whatever women fight about.
Yeah, whatever women fight about.
That was my cock to suck, and you sucked it. Reproductive rights.
All that stuff.
I told you to get me fries, and you did. You got me onion rings. You know I don't eat onion rings.
Is that what women are like? You're in a relationship with a lady.
Yeah, they like fries and dick. Those are the two.
Well, who doesn't?
Fries, wine, and dick.
Wow.
True, who doesn't? I can't blame a woman for liking 3 fucking gorgeous, tasty things.
Oh, God.
I think I'd prefer the taste of dick over wine.
Really?
I don't like the taste of wine.
You honestly, you go to a wine bar and they're like, we have this wine, Patrick, but how about cock in a glass?
I'll be like, yeah, and then I would lick it like a cone. Just a dick in a glass.
Put like a little orange peel in there.
Yeah.
Solid.
Give me a garnish with my cock.
Yeah. Pat, you've been angry as all hell, and I love it.
Oh, thanks. That's good. I'm happy you love it. Yeah, it's funny. I texted you yesterday, and I was like, Dylan's been good lately.
What does that mean?
Like, you've been in a good place mentally. Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
Every morning it's...
And then, yeah.
But then people see me, I go, hey, what's up? How you doing?
You bring the blinders down. You're like, yeah, I'm fine.
Dude, I saw this guy at a coffee shop, and he came up to me this morning.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, I've seen you before. And that's always a great way to start the conversation. I've seen you somewhere, and you don't know me, but I know you.
I was looking at you.
No, it was cool. It was his birthday. But
oh, nice.
So now what I've been doing is I've been getting high, and then I've been going to write,
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I'm high, I'm extra anxious. So all the interactions with humans, I mess up a bit. Or like I'm way too overcompensating, and I go, my name's Dylan. What's your name? What's your name? You know what I mean?
That's
so it's
funny, though. My name's Dylan. What's your name? I would be so thrilled if I went up to you. I was like, hey, I've seen you before. And you were like, I'm Dylan. What's your name?
I was literally just like, my name's Dylan. Oh, it's your birthday today? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hope all your dreams come true. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I give my love to you.
I was just trying to take the attention off myself, throw it to somebody else.
Right. Hot potato.
Yeah, hot potato.
Social hot potato.
Yeah, trying to. My God.
So did he walk up and go, I've seen you before. It's my birthday.
Basically. I think he was also high.
Yeah, right. Who isn't high in a coffee shop?
No, he was cool. He was nice and stuff. It's just with those interactions, I'm more scared. It's like I spider it,
You're a spider?
Yeah, dude, I'm more scared of you. Like, I have my days where I'm scary, but like, I'm more scared than you're scared of me.
Yeah.
And like basic social interactions, like getting coffee. Getting coffee, I overcompensated too. There's this the barista, and she was talking, and I go, oh, I don't remember names easily. She's like, oh, I know you. Your name is, and I'm Dylan, right? And I'm like, yeah. Your name is, I forgot.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I just turned into like such a pussy. Whenever I'm high, conversation is so difficult.
You sound like a fucking Sims character.
I know. It literally, hello.
Yeah, like you might as well be doing some weird fucking act outs.
Man. So, yeah.
Wow.
I think this positive change has been smoking in the morning and going about my day and being alone.
Right.
But then you have to like interact with the world, and then that's when the errors happen.
Yeah.
Thinking about shit too much.
Which is better than what I do, which is drink and sit and sulk.
No, but sometimes you'll like yell slurs out of cars.
Well, that's
Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes if I'm not drunk, I still yell slurs because I'm like, oh, what's...
Yeah, but then you're doing it because you're happy for the love of the game.
True. That is true. Wow, he's not even drunk, and he said that.
Wow.
He said that like 5 times.
Oh my God, look at him growing into his own. You don't need alcohol to yell slurs anymore.
The other day, some open micer, not to use that phrase, but he is an open micer.
Freak loser. Frick.
Yeah.
Dead.
No, he is an open micer. But he came up to me and he was very much like he was talking about a show and how LA it was. Like he was like, yeah, the production, and they gave them gift bags, all the comics, and there was like lights and cameras and all these like people dressed up. It was just so fucking LA. It was disgusting. And he was shitting all over it. And I was like, how is that? I just argued with him.
I bet he had an awesome set.
Yeah. No, he wasn't on it. He was an open micer. He was just watching. And I was like, yeah, that's South by. It's a recording. That's what they look like. And he was like, yeah, but it was just so LA, you know, like I'm not into that shit. And I was like, one day you will be. I was like, grow up. It's
if you're lucky enough.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough. Yeah, I was like, learn to love it, because that's the game. You want to fucking shoot something, it's not one camera.
Why do you think we poured $80,000 into this podcast?
Yeah,
We're all
yeah,
production here, baby.
Every inch of these curtains is $100 each.
Yeah,
and it's about 100,000 inches.
And it adds a little.
Yeah, and it adds a little zhuzh.
Yeah.
My point was though,
Right.
that when I argued with that kid about the LA thing, I was like, holy shit, I'm growing. Wow, I'm maturing.
Because that was you 3 days ago.
Legitimately 2 years ago, I would have been like, yeah, fuck that shit.
I know, it is a very like beginning of the road sort of observation.
Yeah. Well, they literally recently, I forget who I was talking to, but they were saying, where do you want to go after Austin? And I was like, I want to go to LA first. Because like obviously I'll end up in New York. I'm very New York bound. But I went to LA last year and I loved it.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
I loved it. It's an amazing place. Everyone was so cool, and the stars and lights. I was immediately like, I want to be famous. Oh, I want to be famous. I wanted to be famous so much.
I want to meet Chrissy Teigen.
My name was.
I want to make a Coke cookbook with Chrissy Teigen.
My name was on a wall, and I was like, that's me. My name's on a wall.
Just immediately switch.
Yeah, immediately. I was like, I love LA. God, I love LA so much.
Everyone wants to sing. Yeah.
Please, Rick Glassman, have me on your pod. Please.
Rick Glassman.
I want to meet Kristen Bell. I want to meet Kristen Bell so bad.
I want to meet Dax Shepard.
Yeah, I want to be on Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard podcasts.
Dax? That's not what people say. LA. Yeah, that does mean you're growing a little bit. Because also our entire job is being seen, so you kind of have to get over it.
Yeah, the whole.
That's what I'm still trying to get over that shit. It's weird. It's a weird feeling.
Yeah. Well, it is also when it does also feel kind of zoo-like in that environment. That's the only weird thing about like an LA shooting like that, like the lights, camera, big stage, everybody's dressed up, the crowd's like on notice. Like you tell the crowd specifically, like, hey, this is a recording. This is how it's gonna work. They're like in on it.
Yeah.
It does feel like a zoo-like situation where like you're the lion coming out. They're like, the lion's coming out at 4:05.
And even if the lion can't bounce the ball on his nose, you gotta pretend like he's doing a good job.
And then the lion drops the ball. But yeah, just to be on stage with a bunch of people looking at you is weird.
Yeah.
It's such a weird feeling. And it's something I constantly think about.
I always think about the front row, dude. Sometimes, depending on the stage, people are looking directly up. And I'm just like, you're just seeing like tits and like the worst angle possible of me. Sometimes I'll look them in the eye and they go, and I go.
Looking the front row in the eye is always a mistake. I hate doing it.
Yeah.
Because I always feel, I do the thing, obviously like the look above their heads situation. But even that feels weird. Because
then it looks like you're not looking. Like if I was talking to you like this.
Yeah, if you were just fully. Hey Patrick, so how's your week been?
Yeah.
You would be like, why are you looking?
Why aren't you looking at me?
Why aren't you looking at me? So then I'll feel weird about that, and then I'll be like, just look at them, and then I'll look, and it's just some guy like, And you
Dude,
go, I'm sorry.
I did a show yesterday, and the woman literally, I told a joke, and she went, she just nodded. It was awful,
so
dude.
weird.
I just biffed it. I did 2 shows, one at both at East Austin Comedy Club, and the first one was fun, and the second one I was cold opening, so I was just like, it's just a job, you know,
Right.
And I was not doing it well. Nobody connected with me. There were people of all different races, ages, sexes, and none of them connected with me. And I was just like, so I was just kind of walking around going, "Brr," you know, and then and just like profusely sweating.
Yeah.
I still get like bomb sweats.
Yeah.
Do you ever get a bomb sweat? Especially if after you've had like a drink or something.
Oh, yeah.
After that first drink, my sweat glands just go. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I did a show at Velveeta Room
Yeah.
recently, and those lights are hot.
Yes.
And I was profusely sweating.
Yeah.
Profusely sweating. So bad that it was like, I was sitting there in my head being like, the whole crowd can tell I'm pouring sweat, and they know it's only happening because I'm nervous. So they all feel bad for me. That's just all. While I was on autopilot being like, so I got a gift from my dad on Christmas that was weird. And just, the whole time I'm just, and my hands kind of shaking, and I was just sweating, and I was like, they all feel, in my head I was like, they feel bad for you.
Yeah. That's almost worse than being heckled is pity.
Yeah. Oh, it's the worst.
A nice pity bomb.
Yeah.
Pity, pity, bum, bum.
Pity, bum, bum.
Yeah. So what are you doing today?
I got tickets to see Nirvana the band, the show, the movie,
What?
the premiere.
What is that?
It's mine and Heather's favorite. It's mine and Heather's favorite TV show made by Matt Johnson. Nirvana the band, the show.
And where's this at?
I don't know. It's at some theater. They're premiering the movie, and I'm pretty pumped about it.
Oh, cool. You've been waiting for this for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So what is it?
Last year we met Matt Johnson, who's our favorite director. He made Operation Avalanche and The Dirties, which are 2 of our favorite movies. And we were at Creek in the Cave last year at South by, and he walked in, and we were like, no way. He's a fucking indie director from like Ontario. So we were like, why the fuck is our favorite Canadian indie director here? You know, it's like the weirdest person to walk in to where your stomping grounds.
Yes.
You know, it's like Steven Spielberg showing up to like a pool party that you threw. It's like, what? Why the fuck would you be here? That's so weird. But I got the nerve. I stared at him for like 2 hours. Like, I'm not talking to him. I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then I walked up and I was like, Matt Johnson, I'm a huge fucking fan. And he was like, oh yeah. And then I talked to him for like 40 minutes. He was the nicest guy in the world. It was such a, like, don't meet your heroes went out the window entirely. He was the nicest guy in the world. And then he went, do you guys want to come to the premiere tomorrow? Because he made this movie called Blackberry. Have you seen Blackberry?
No.
With Glenn Howerton and Jay Baruchel?
I'm familiar, but I haven't seen it.
Great movie. But he was premiering that, and he gave me and Heather 2 free tickets.
No
to
way.
Go. Yeah.
That rules.
And we went the next day, and he looked in the audience, saw us there, and was like, you guys came. We were like, yeah. It was all. And then he signed our DVD. I bought Heather Operation Avalanche on DVD, and he signed it. Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. And then I got 2 free tickets to see the new movie.
That rules.
Yesterday. Raymond Cabrera got me the tickets, which is fucking awesome.
Shouts out Raymond Cabrera.
Big shout out to Raymond Cabrera. I don't know how he did it.
He just does
He
it.
just does shit like that.
Man.
It's funny because he was like, I bought 2 tickets, but I got 2 free extra ones, and he posted that on his story, and I was like, me and Heather are the biggest fans. Please give me those tickets. He was like, I already gave them away. And like an hour later, he went, yo, I got you 2 more tickets. I was like, how the fuck? How the fuck did you do that? And what means do you have?
Yeah, who knows? He works in mysterious ways.
He works in mysterious ways. He may be a fucking... I went over his house recently to watch a pay-per-view, and he made so much of this, like, this dip. It was like this cream cheese, bacon, chicken, jalapeno. Like, you know, like a jalapeno popper?
Yeah,
Stuffing?
right.
It was just a giant tin of that.
No way.
It was amazing.
That sounds incredible.
He just does shit.
He just does shit
He's like
that,
Inspector Gadget, dude.
He can get
He just
tickets. He
has-
makes dip.
What more could you ask of him, man?
What more?
What more? He hosted the best open mic Austin has ever seen.
Yeah, man, that was an incredible open mic. Friday nights at the Buzz Mill. There's
brought us all
nothing
together.
like it.
It made all of our friendships.
And then someone complained or something
Yeah.
because someone was playing guitar loud at night. It wasn't even the comedians.
Mm-hmm.
And then the entire thing got shut down.
Yeah, it might have been that comic screaming Jesus is a lady.
Wait, which one?
Jeffrey Eggleston.
I don't remember that.
It might have been that. It might have been music.
I think it was someone completely unrelated to comedians.
Right. Yeah, it was a music show that happened late. And then the apartment building next to it complained. And they were like, hey, we're canceling all shows after 10. And it was
Yeah,
like,
which really
"Why?"
sucked.
Sucks so bad.
Because it was a great hang, too.
Amazing hang, amazing mic.
And Raymond Cabrera spearheaded it.
Mm-hmm.
Raymond Cabrera does so much for the Austin comedy scene that goes unnoticed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he made every time I've ever gone to San Marcos to do a show, it was because of him.
Yeah.
It was because he was running a show or a mic that ruled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also got like one full arm and one half arm. And
It's the craziest part about him.
I know. Well, it's impressive because he does a bunch of work with one. If I had one arm, count me out.
Yeah.
Count me out of doing anything, bro.
Yeah, an immediate. I would have a gun on standby
Yeah.
for the first day that was shit. I'd be
That's
like,
what I
well,
would do with my half arm. I would convert it to a gun and then I'd.
I've seen him work. I've seen him like break down stuff.
Yeah, dude. He's always like moving equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
And
he does it
and without.
he does it better than I would do it with two full arms.
I know. It's nuts.
he everything he just like packages it up. And he's like when you're like mom's like, hey, I got groceries, and you're like, I'm not making a second trip, so you grab every grocery bag.
Yeah.
And then you're walking up the stairs like, oh fuck. He's that, but with like equipment, like speakers
Maybe that's what.
and wires.
Because we've been trying to get ourselves out there more.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's something we could do is like also
off
cut
our
off
arm.
arms and like present us little challenges.
True. Make us way more humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't feel so weird posting Instagram reels. Those people without limbs should count themselves lucky because just imagine what you could do with social media.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean,
every deformed person in America is on TikTok.
yeah, killing it.
Killing it. And I saw this dude. There's this woman I found on Instagram, and it sucks because I thought she was viral. I thought she had more followers, but then I looked. She only had one video that went viral, but she does those reaction videos where like she'll show a clip. You know how like people will show a clip, and it'll be like a guy falling off a building or something, and then it'll cut to some kid who's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
It's like
remixing a thing.
yeah, but she does it, and she's terrible at it. It's like I gotta show you the video. It's fucking amazing, because it'll be like a guy going to like pole vault or whatever, and he'll like just fall, and then she'll go, and then it's just that multiple times. I was just her going.
That's so cool.
It's so crazy. It's so funny. And there was one that went super viral of just a bunch of people commenting like, "What the fuck? What is this?" And then she would comment back like, "It is what it is. You still commented, fuck you." Like, and I was like, "That's
That
awesome.
rules,
She
yeah.
rules." But then I looked at her profile. She had like 200 followers, and none other videos went viral.
But she doesn't realize how much happiness it brings you.
Right. Yeah, I followed her immediately, and I was like, "This is my favorite fucking."
I follow this lady from Alaska, and she just talks. She goes, dude, I've been following this guy Stryker
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram, and he's just like a shirtless guy that kind of has like a speech impediment and talks about like perseverance. He goes, "Hey guys, it's Stryker. I just wanted to come on here today to tell you guys that you can always do it. You can do it. If people are telling you that you can't do it, you can do it. So just keep on doing what you're doing. Never let go of your goals. Keep on striving to be excellent." And he's just this like shirtless dude talking in his living room. And he's like, "Hey guys, it's
Is he
Striker."
buff?
A little, but not like
Nothing
shirtless
crazy.
buff.
Yeah. He's contained.
Yeah, he's contained.
It's put together.
Yeah.
It's not mush. That's awesome.
I also follow this guy with a cat named Aja, and he always takes videos of the cat biting him, and he goes, "No biting, no biting." Little bites, no little bites, no big bites. And then he goes, oh God, in your pink bandana. Oh wait, he goes, "No double whammies in your pink bandanas," and like puts a pink bandana on his cat. And he goes, "No triple whammy," and I can't stop watching, dude. I'm a simple man to please.
Yeah, it rules.
He's just pronouncing words wrong and petting his cat, and I love
No
it.
little bites.
And then Striker comes in, and Striker's my motivation guy.
Yeah.
"Hey, Dylan, just so you know, you could do anything you want, and if people are telling you that you can't do what you want, then you should do it even harder." And I go, "Yeah, Striker."
Yeah, Striker.
And
It'd be
then
so funny to find out that guy's a phony. Like he shuts the camera off, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I gotta stop. I gotta get out of the business."
I have to stop acting like I have a speech impediment. I'm really a
He
psychopath.
puts on a suit.
Well, back to the NASDAQ.
Another day of work.
Another day being a fucking psychopath.
I can't do it.
What speech impediment do you think you'd have?
S's.
Yeah,
I would fuck up. Well, when I was a kid, I had a S impediment.
impediment.
Impediment. Yeah, like I would say like snake. So it'd be, "Oh my gosh, snake." "Hey mom, look at this snake." And then I'd be like, "Can we get donuts? Can we get donuts?" I like a hard one. But my brothers made fun of me so hard that I got rid of it.
Right.
I was able to like work on it. But every now and again though, an S will still sneak up on me.
There's one that I have, and I always used to say like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, yeah, I went to the store, and like at the store I went to like, and then one time this gay kid bullied me on the bus about it.
Yeah.
And he said, how about you say like a sentence without like, Dylan?
Oh.
And I went, but you're gay. But it hurt me so he was ready that day.
Yeah. What did you do to him?
I probably called him gay. Well, I was gay.
You should have been like, "You like penis, gay
Yeah.
guy."
I know. I thought
Hit
about
him
so
back.
many responses after the fact.
Yeah. In the moment, did you just kind of freeze up like,
Yeah, no, like it for sure hurt me.
"Oh, that's so fucking funny."
He got me. There was another time
That sucks.
This chick got me in class, and she said, I was fucking with her. I was like, "Hey, Colleen, why don't you why don't you like study more, dork?" And then she was like, "Hey, Dylan, you have an F in this class."
Oh.
And everyone was just got shut down immediately.
Oh my god.
Dude, and I was like, "Whoa!" She got me good.
Did you have an F?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
terrible at
fuck.
school.
Oh, that sucks. Dylan,
Yeah.
you have an F in this class. Oh, that fucking blows.
Yeah, truth bombs, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
One time I was a troubled kid and I stole a teacher's phone. And I was at lunch and I was like bragging about it. Miss Sprague, shout out. John Sprague's mom. I stole her phone and I was at the lunch just like, "Yeah, I stole Miss Sprague's phone." And this kid just immediately ratted me out. And then the like school security came and they were like, "Hey, come to the principal's office." And the guy was like, "Do I need to empty your pockets for you? Or you're gonna?" I was like, and I just took out the phone. They were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "It's just trying to be funny and cool." And then after, like, everyone was like, "Yo, fucking Billy ratted you out. You gotta beat his fucking ass." And I was like, "Yeah, totally." And I walked up to him at lunch and I was like, "You fucking rat me out?" And he was like, "Yeah, you stole a teacher's phone, you fucking loser. Who does that?" And I just in front of everybody, and I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "That's fair." And I just walked away. I immediately was like, oh shit, you're so right. I'm just troubled.
Yeah, when you get hit with the truth, it's
Yeah. He was fully
you don't
like,
expect it as a kid.
No.
Because as a kid, you expect, even now, everyone's like, oh, you're gay, or like you XYZ. Pretty surface level shit. But then when someone hits you with a real one, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that. I was just like coming up with responses to being called gay.
Yeah.
Like if someone called me gay, I'd be like, no, you're gay.
Yeah.
Gay wad.
Dude, me and Gareth were at a bar recently, and I got a Topo Chico seltzer.
Jace.
And because Gareth just got a beer, and I got a Topo Chico seltzer. And Gareth went, God, imagine drinking that because you think it's going to make you skinny. And I was like, Jesus, fuck, dude. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Why would you say that? That was like my first drink of the night, too. I was like, oh, I don't even want it. I don't even want it anymore. It broke me. But Gareth's like a...
Sometimes people just throw those out, and I don't even know if they realize it.
Yeah, it's like it slips out like a turd. It just slips out of their mouth. It's a fart. It's a verbal fart.
They don't have that filter.
Yeah.
In some parts, it's nice, but then sometimes people will just like unintentionally fucking fuck your psyche.
Yeah.
For like the day, and then they go around the rest of the day going bah, 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 not thinking about it.
Dude, this one girl fucked me up once. I went over her place, and it was just a girl I matched with on a dating app, and I went over her place, and she was a bitch the whole time. She was just legitimately like dismissive of me. It was like weird that I was there, and she was like, so like she was like drinking wine, and I was like, I was like, so like, what do you do? And she was like, what do I do? I was like, yeah,
idiot.
Yeah, and she was just like, this is my dad pays for. She had a huge fucking apartment. She was like, my dad pays for this. He's a fucking asshole, so I tell him, yeah, if you want me in your life, you know, buy me everything. She was showing me her car, and her car was super nice. And I was like, I'm like a loser. I was like, I have no money, and my apartment sucks. I live with like 8 guys. And she was like, oof, that's sad. That's really sad. Do you ever think about getting out of that? And I'm like, yeah, well, yeah. And she was just such a cunt. And then I was like, hey, do you want to like make out? And she was like, no. And I was like, what am I here for?
Then why am I here?
Yeah. And then I was like, I forget what happened, but she was like, you look uncomfortable. And I was like, I don't know how it led to this, but I ended up taking my pants off. And when I took my pants off, she out loud went, and he doesn't even have a big dick. Out loud.
Whoa.
Out loud, she said that, and I was like, was that to me? And she was like, huh? And I was like, and I just put my pants on and I walked out. I was like, this is crazy. She was such an asshole.
Did she like message you after that or no?
No, I unmatched with her because I was like, you're a bitch. She was just a huge bitch the whole time. I kept telling she was one of those people also. She was like, oh, you're a comedian, tell me a joke. And I was like, it doesn't really work that way. She was like, you don't have a joke? And I was like, I mean, well, I do have a joke. And then I told her, I was like, here's a cute one-liner joke. And then I told her, and she was like, oof. And I was like, oh my God.
As if you could do anything, bitch.
Yeah.
I want to say to men and women who like, especially in the comment sections of like videos, they go like the crowd will clearly be laughing, and then they'll say, oh, like planted crowd or whatever. It's like, that's an entire room laughing, and you're a joyless little twat.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Planted crowd.
And also,
track.
the thing is, like, if I'm bombing, what have you done? What do you do? I get so defensive about it.
Also, yeah, let me bomb.
Right.
That's how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
You're allowed
Sorry
to bomb.
you didn't get to the show that I was good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is really a dice roll.
Yeah. Yeah. I have this joke about AA and a kid dying that I'm working on. And
Yeah.
it's I've been oof. Sometimes it hits hard, but lately it's not been hitting. And I don't know why. I think it's,
And then you have to go up and say that.
it's a sad joke. Yeah, it's a joke that's like so hard to make funny because it's about a child dying and me going to AA. So it's like it's a hard pitch. And crowds typically are like, oh, at the punchline, I'm like, no.
No, but in a funny
It's
way.
like a triple punchline where I say something and then I say another thing and then I say one more thing. So the first line is like a baby died. It's pretty much the punchline. And they go, oh. And then I compare my fat self to a dead baby, and they go, okay. And then the third punchline gets them,
back on them.
But it's so like, I'm like, how do I make that first fucking line funny? And it's so devastating. And then like, but you'll go into the green room and the comics will be like, oof, tough joke. And you're like, yeah, you know what we're doing, you know?
Yeah. You know the game, baby.
You know the game. Talking about
a booger came on my finger and I'm I'm so scared to.
You don't have it on your.
I'm sorry. That was so gross.
I've had a runny nose. Was it a rock?
Yeah, it was Rocky.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I had a
basically a crystal up there.
Yeah. Crystal rock.
Sometimes you'll go like this with your nose just to do something, but then
Something
a booger
falls
will.
out.
Yeah. That's when like
just escapes.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Where's that been?
But then it just lands in your fucking mustache.
Oh, you ever get boogers in your stash?
Oh, dude, yeah.
You know what the worst one is, dude? Is sometimes I'll sweat on stage and my face will get sweaty and then it like drips down my nose. So it looks like I just got like a runny ass nose, but it's just sweat. And then it's also in my eyes. So I go,
you just have salt eyes.
Yeah.
That's the worst, salt eyes.
You ever get salt eyes?
Yeah, dude. When you,
if and ever then it looks like you're more nervous than you actually are.
Yeah. Yeah, because then you're like red and wet and you're like,
yeah.
It's like,
and
Jesus
then you feel like if you go like this, you just like look, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you look like you have the flu.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, Jesus Christ, Patrick's dying.
Yeah, dude. So it's like a billion things.
I had a runny nose the other day. I had a really runny nose at work. And these two girls were ordering, and they were very pretty girls. And I just kept being like, yeah, sorry, what can I get you? And I could just feel it going and I kept having to be like, because it kept, if I didn't do it, it was just going to come out, just streak down.
Just look like a coke addict.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, what else? Sorry. And they were like, I will take 2 small matches. And then
but also if you blow your nose at that same time, that's also not a great look.
Insane. So it kept happening, and I was like, give me 1 second. And I just ran to the back and blew my nose, and they came back, and I was like, so sorry. And they were like, it's fine.
It's always why is it harder to? I find it harder to like do that in front of women. Like, I guess make mistakes in front of women. Mm-hmm. If it's a guy and I make a mistake, I usually feel like, you get it. But then when
yes,
I guess everyone's judgy,
right? No, in that situation, if it was a guy, I would have been like, I have to blow my nose, dude. It's fucking bad.
Yeah,
and the guy would have been like,
yeah, don't we all?
Don't we all? Yeah. And then I would have blown my nose and been like, that was fucking crazy.
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What does that say about you as a bigger picture?
Well, I think they also are looking at it like, there's gonna be boogers in my drink. This guy's gross.
I think
this guy's the booger monster.
I think there should always be hand sanitizer by the register
everywhere.
Yes, because we're all touching the same tip screen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, the tip screen.
And people don't wash their hands. It's crazy.
Yeah. People have their hands in their ass and bussies and tits.
Yeah, and then we go.
People are covered in cum and saliva and shit. I guarantee. Gas pumps.
Yeah, gas pumps.
Gas pumps are the worst.
Yeah.
After pumping gas, I'll like drive home and be like, I have to fucking just contaminate my hand. My hand's contaminated.
Right. I always wash my hands, dude. I'm like a compulsive hand washer.
Mm-hmm.
Also in the bathrooms, I'll get like a paper towel and use it to open the door.
Oh yeah.
That's why I hate the 100%. Air dryers. And that's why I love Costco. I don't know if I was talking to you. I was talking to Jack Flug about this. One, I love Costco, but the bathrooms in Costco are especially cool and American, I think, because they offer, you can do the air hand dry or paper towels.
Yes.
You should have both options, but paper towels, don't just put a air dryer there.
Yeah.
Because that's awful.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, sometimes you see those shitty ones. They'll put a shitty one in there. Like, I'm just going to have wet hands. Mm-hmm. And then I go to the door, and then the people who didn't wash their shitty hands, now I've got their shitty hands.
Yeah. There's one of Fraser's that just goes.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah. You press the button for the air dryer and it goes. Like, okay, so I guess it's gonna take fucking 40 minutes to wash it.
And then I end up just sitting there going,
I know. Put paper towels up.
put paper towels.
Or a better...
Also, paper towels, you can get like 1,000 for 4 cents.
Yes.
Let's not pretend paper towels are
Dude, it's all
expensive.
going in the ocean anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, what do we...
What
Dude,
do
at the end of the night, I've worked 4 jobs where at the end of the night, I marry the trash and the recycling bag together and I throw them in the same dumpster.
Oh yeah,
Recycling?
at Poke, where I used to work, dude, we have a recycling bin and a trash bin. They both go in the trash.
They both go in the trash. Recycling's fake. Recycling is not a real thing.
It's not real,
It's
and it never
crazy.
has been.
It's never. You know they changed the Sprite bottle, the Sprite color of the bottle because it was green. And every time you look at a picture of a landfill, you could just make out like, oh my God, that's a fucking Sprite bottle right there. Because there's always just one giant green bottle in every landfill picture. So they changed it to clear so that you couldn't.
So it could blend in.
Yeah, so it could blend in. But everybody was like, oh, they're like rebranding. And it's like, no, they're rebranding for a really fucked up reason. They weren't like, hey, let's stop, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever. Who is even... What the fuck is a landfill? What happens?
You put it in the land, and then it gets
It fills.
and then it fills.
What is a landfill?
It's a big hole in the earth.
It's
I
just
think.
where they put trash?
Yeah, I think they just dig like the most massive hole ever, and then they keep putting trash into it.
Really?
Yeah, and
That's
apparently
so
it fucks up the soil underneath because there's just all this waste that just congeals.
Yeah,
and,
just aluminum and
doesn't
plastic
ever
and
go
fucking...
back into the earth like properly. So we just got pockets on Earth that are just hazardous as fuck.
If humans went extinct and then a new species was to come and they saw that, it would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's our pyramids. It's just that's gonna be the American
millions of years from
equivalent.
now, they're gonna find, or however long plastic lasts,
Just a ginormous
just a
hole
temple
of trash.
and then the species before us made a temple. It's like, no, that's just a bunch of
It's just-
Amazon boxes.
Just a bunch of diapers.
Yeah,
and,
it's Sprite bottles.
Diapers and Sprite bottles. What does it mean? Spirite. It says spirite.
Their god seems to be Spirite.
Spirite.
We even found a preserved image of it's just like they find like a billboard, the Sprite that's been preserved. They go, this was their god.
Sprite was our god.
What do you if someone found your room and all your things and everything was preserved like you're writing like a million years from now, what would they think?
They might. I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine.
What's
there's
the
any
worst
wisdom.
thing you have in your room?
I can't imagine there's any wisdom written down in my room. The worst thing I have in my room? I have a bag of Molly.
A bag of
I have
Molly?
a bag of Molly that
How much Molly? Why have you not told me about this?
because I don't like the idea of it, and it's like crystals. And my roommate gave it to me because he bought a bunch of Molly and was like, "Hey, I have a bunch left over. Do you want it?" And I was like, "I guess." And
It's
then
just crystals?
it's
I don't
like
get it.
crystals, yeah. It's like legitimate, like
Like crack?
yeah, like it looks like crack, but it's crystally and like purple. It has like a purple light to it. It's like it looks like if a girl was like, "These are my crystals," that's what it looks like.
Oh, so it kind of looks nice.
It looks amazing, but it looks terrifying too. So I just have it, and I just put it in a box in my closet.
You just have a bag of I have a bag of mushrooms, or just a little bit.
Mm.
But then the thing, there's two things I wouldn't want people to find. One is I have some poppers
Mm-hmm.
that I used once, and so I have poppers, and then in storage I haven't used it, but I've got like a prostate massager that you're just supposed to shove up your ass, and it's supposed to feel great. And I bet it is, but I've been too scared to use it. It's been like I've had it for like 5-6 years now, but it's still in the box.
Oh, nice. A prostate massager.
I'm afraid I'll love it too much.
right. And then you'll go to the coffee
And
shop
then
with it
my
in.
horror is like someone comes over and then they open my bedroom door and there's just a prostate massager
Just on you.
yeah, and I go, oh fuck.
I have gone over. It's funny because you think it's gonna be like an attractive thing, but I've found girls like vibrators and dildos and stuff, and just immediately been like, oh, just like close the door because you're like, oh,
it's
gross.
so private.
It's so private. It's such an invasion of privacy that you're like, you feel immediately bad that you're like, I'm so sorry I saw that. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
you're
dude.
disgusting. You're a freak. Because then you start picturing them alone masturbating, and you're like, oh, what? That's I have no business here.
Yeah,
I have no business in your mind during that time.
no.
Masturbating is the ultimate privacy.
Yeah.
I've had girls masturbate in front of me, and I'm like, ugh. This
feels
rough.
off.
This feels off. It's like when you lock eyes with a dog shitting.
yeah. It's that same sort of concept.
Yeah. You ever lock eyes with a dog shitting, and they're like,
yeah, they go.
yeah, they get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like even they know, like, oh, don't look at me right now.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed about what I do.
Have you ever bought a sex toy?
Yeah, I bought a like a cock ring vibrator.
Yeah, I've had one of those before.
And yeah, it was okay. And then I bought a pocket pussy. Oh, well, I bought the pocket pussy for my brother Mark. I was gonna give it to him for his birthday. Or no, for Christmas. Me and my brother Mike bought 2 pocket pussies we were going to give it to our 2 other brothers. And then, because I was like, that's a hilarious gift. And then I got home and I looked at it and I was like, I'm going to use it. And I immediately used it. And it was it was so real. It feels so amazing that I was literally just like, oh, oh, like the greatest ejaculation ever. And I just put it back in the box and I was like, yeah, that's mine now. I'm keeping that forever. And then I had it in a drawer in my bedroom because I never changed. My bedroom was still the same in my dad's house when I moved here. And it was like that for like 4 years up until recently. So I just had that pocket pussy there. Every time I would go home, I would just be like, hello, old friend. And I would fuck the shit out of it.
Wow.
I did that thing where I like put it between the bed and fucked it.
But isn't that don't you have to clean it by using like a dishwashing machine?
No, I had like a sanitizer spray that I would spray on it, soap it up, and then wash it. I would like fold it inside out and just.
Oh, that's rough when it gets to the cleanup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There was one time I didn't clean it and I just kept using it for like 2 days.
Rough.
And then it would, because the cum inside would stay moist. The cum inside would stay moist, so it would be like extra warm and wet. So I was just like, I'm just gonna keep it cummy for a couple of days.
Oh God,
and
dude.
then I was just fucking my own cum. Just fucking my own cum, but in bed, like, oh, ah, like pulling at myself. Ah!
Jesus, that's a lot.
It was like Exorcist shit. It was.
That's why I'm scared of the prostate thing, dude.
Right.
Because what if it's amazing?
Mm-hmm. I've done the little vibrating things up the ass.
What'd you think?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
It's incredible.
I've had girls put fingers in my ass during blowjobs, but there was one time a girl had like one of those like nails.
Oh.
And I felt it go in, but I didn't want to be mean.
Yeah.
I'm a people pleaser.
Yeah,
so I didn't want to be like, get your fucking finger out of my ass. You're cutting my asshole open. So I just let it happen and I was like, ooh. I was like, ooh, yeah. But in my head I was like, fuck, just get through this. She's excited. She was excited to put a finger in my ass, so I didn't want to be mean and be like, I don't like it, stop.
Yeah.
And make her be like, I'm sorry.
Have you ever... Never mind. Man. Sex toys are weird. Sometimes I went into a sex store once and you always feel like a weirdo going.
Mm-hmm.
And then you always see actual weirdos.
Right.
Where they go...
Well, that's why you go to Hot Topic and just kind of wander to the back like, oh.
Do they have sex toys at Hot Topic?
Oh, shit ton. Yeah.
Really?
Like Spencer. No, maybe Spencer's is what I'm thinking of. Spencer's or Hot Topics.
Hot Topic is like the goth store.
Yeah, I think it's Hot Topic.
That would make sense.
Yeah, in the back they have all lingerie and a bunch of dildos and pocket pussies and like handcuffs and shit.
Do I have a booger?
No, I have nose hairs that are making my nose itch.
Do you ever do? How do you trim your nose hair?
I've been having Heather tweeze them out.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
But it keeps it clean for like a good month or two.
That's
It
good.
hurts like a fucker.
Yeah.
And when she's done, there's so many nose hairs. It's crazy.
It's weird because you're supposed to have some nose hair.
Right. Yeah, you're supposed to have it in there, but my nose hairs grow out. Like it looks like I have a septum ring.
Mm.
It sucks.
Dude, my hair doesn't grow in the middle of my nose. Like that the little bridge.
Yeah, you have the reverse Hitler.
Yeah, I got the reverse Hitler.
Does mine? Is mine strong?
Yeah. Yeah, you grow hair there. I don't.
Yeah. You also have like blonde. You have like a blonde beard.
I'll get there one day.
Yeah. It looks good. It looks fine.
Which good or fine?
It looks good.
Okay, that is not convincing.
You look more you look more homeless for some reason.
Good.
Your beard. Well, I've been watching you on stage lately, and with the beard, I am like, oh, you look more crazy. A beard adds an element of crazy, and then your act is crazy. So it's like, oh, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Whereas when you clean, you look like just a fucking happy. You look like the happiest guy in the world. You
But
look
really,
like a
I'm
ball
the
of
most
joy.
Terrified.
Yeah. When you're clean shaven, you look like just like Mr. Bubble. You're just fucking the happiest. You're the happiest guy.
I will agree. Ever since I've grown this beard, people are a little more wary of me.
Mm-hmm. But maybe it helps make them laugh.
Maybe.
Because then they're like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Don't upset the lion.
Trans jokes. Deprecating fat jokes. Yeah, I have my fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Any big news in Pat world?
Mm-mm.
What's going on?
Nothing at all. Any big news in your world?
Fuck.
Any big things going on? Any controversies?
No.
Any new ideals?
I've just been getting high again. So I've been getting high in the mornings, and I think that's been nice. Again, the only problem is when I try to be social or like energy, I have to like chug coffee later in the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the caffeine weed combo.
Yeah. I like a caffeine weed in the mornings. I've been doing that after taking a break with it. I think the key is like parsing it out because there's like a line where it just turns from like a really nice, productive, fun, contemplative time to like total anxiety and fear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because if I smoke weed, I'm gone. I have to go to bed.
Yeah.
I have to go straight to bed, and then I'll lay in bed and I think about everything.
Isn't it crazy?
I think about too much. I hate weed.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. I love alcohol. It makes me not think.
I like alcohol too, but recently alcohol has been worse for me. So I have to, but I have to do a drug. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You have to do something.
Yeah. I need a little vice in the life because I don't agree with this whole like every part of your life has to be amazing. I'm doing the best I can. Right now I'm having beef lunches, and that's a big step for me back in a good direction.
Beef lunches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
No, that rules.
Beef, cheese, sriracha.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Who could argue that?
Yeah.
Beef, cheese, sriracha.
Try
me. Try to argue with me.
Yeah, I got my metal.
Just you sitting here alone eating beef, cheese, and sriracha.
Somebody argue with me.
I dare you.
Try.
Just banging a broomstick on your neighbor's.
Try.
Yeah.
Come down here. Try.
Oh, also, dude, I got big news.
Big news.
I got air fryer inserts. So now I've been making green beans in the air fryer, and then what do I do for cleanup? I just take the air fryer insert out.
What's an insert?
It's like parchment paper, but it perfectly fits the air fryer. I feel like because my birthday's this month, and I feel like I'm becoming more adult in the things that I like. Like the things that excite me now are what I thought would have been lame.
Right.
Like I literally I opened the door because these air fryer inserts were coming, and I went. The air fryer inserts are. I've become such a pussy. So drugs are a way to keep a little balance of fun in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And there's probably people that go, oh, well, you don't need to have substances to be fun. And to those people, I say, well, maybe you're not fun.
Mm-hmm.
Or
well, that's something that's
you had too much fun and you can't anymore.
It's too much fun.
It's too much fun.
I hung out with hot people recently, and
what was that like?
It sucks. They're boring. They're so boring.
Yeah.
It's 3 hot people you know. I've talked about them before. But they're just hot, and they stand around. You bring them somewhere, and they just stand around going like... It's like everything's a photo shoot.
Right.
And then they're like commenting on my looks, like why I look good, and I'm like, stop. It's fine.
I hate when hot people go, Dylan, you look great.
Yeah.
And I go, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And they're just dressed to the nines, and they're jacked, and everything's a fucking photo. You're at like a donut place, and they're like sitting in a corner like, you're like,
right.
Dude, turn it off.
Turn it off.
Turn it off right now.
Yeah.
And then you tell them, but it's fun to hang out with them because you tell them a story and they fucking die laughing because they've never heard anything ever.
Why do you think some hot people get boring?
It's all they focus on is their fucking looks.
Right.
It's just they're just attractive. Everything's, but then also you try to flirt with them and they're like, no, I don't even do that. And you're like, what's the point then? What is this for? Who's this for?
Yeah.
Because I was asking the girl, I was like, do you see anybody? Are you seeing anybody? And she was like, no. I was like, you're not seeing anybody. She's like, no, I don't really do that. I was like, then what's the point of your life? Why are you this hot if there's nothing going constantly inside of you? You should be in like Brazil fucking a shredded, like bald fucking yoga instructor on a beach in a beach house with like the doors open and the drapes are like, you know, moving in the wind.
Yeah.
And you're like bent over in a weird position. And he's fucking go. And you're both looking in the camera just like, oh, we're so hot. That's what you should be doing. If you're going to be that hot.
Right.
Do porn.
Yeah.
I guess.
But if not, go to the fucking library or read incel Reddit.
Yeah.
and join the movement.
Yeah. Be a conspiracy theorist or be a fucking that would be awesome. A very hot conspiracy theorist. Like a beautiful woman. Like if Kylie Jenner was like, you know, there was a second window broken in Mandela Bay.
Yeah.
And they fixed it early in the morning. Isn't that weird?
Hey, I appreciate the offer for the date, but we really have to find who was the real shooter. Also, I saw makeup. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were hot? Like legitimately, because you're a good looking guy, but not hot. You know.
Yeah. Even I was skinny once, and even then I still looked kind of weird. I think everybody would be in danger if I was hot. I think I would be
You'd be a menace.
I'd be a menace to society. I would definitely have sex a lot. I'd probably get AIDS.
You'd have sex so often that
I'd be having sex so often that it would be an anomaly if I never got AIDS.
That's what would happen if you were hot.
If I was hot, I would get AIDS pretty quick. I would fuck everything and anything. Because I would walk into places and just be like, I'm here. And I would just take my pants off. I am here.
It does. With great power comes great responsibility.
Responsibility to not get AIDS.
Yeah. Right.
I've always said if I was a girl, I'd have AIDS by the end of the day.
I don't think girls get AIDS as much.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is if I was a girl. Like if somebody was like somebody being like giving you a hypothetical being like you're okay, you switch body, you wake up tomorrow, you're a girl. What are you doing? I'd be like, I'd get AIDS. By the end of the day, within a 24-hour period, I would have AIDS. I would be HIV positive
by the next calendar day.
If I wake up on
You don't
as a
think
girl,
you get pregnant first?
oh yeah, I might get pregnant. I might get pregnant and then be pregnant with a baby who has AIDS. Because I would go to every bar and be like, I want.
Do you think girls really want to have sex as much as guys do?
No, because
Why though?
I had a theory on this recently. I forget, but it was something about how, something to do with rape.
What?
Men rape a lot. Men make up like 98% of rape. So no, I don't think women want to have sex as bad as men do.
I don't follow the logic.
Well, women, if a woman really wanted to fuck a guy and the guy was like, no, she would rape him. You know? But women have the willpower to be like, no, I'm not that horny. I'm not going to rape this guy. But a guy will be like, I'm too fucking horny. I gotta rape you.
Anywho.
I don't know. What was the question?
Jesus.
Yeah, maybe cut this part. This is a bad theory.
No, we got to keep going. We got to keep podcasting, man. That's the thing. You and I have been on a new schedule. And you're lucky you avoided a strike. You and I are on a strike system.
What was my strike?
I said you avoided a strike.
Yeah, what was I close to?
You were close to 1:30.
Oh, well, I was actually waiting on you. You didn't answer me. So I was like, oh, he's sleeping.
It's 1 o'clock.
Okay. You didn't answer. I was sitting there. That's why I texted you, hey, are you awake? And then you were like, yeah, where you at? And I was like, oh, okay.
So you almost got a strike.
Yeah, because
I was ready. I had prepped everything before 1.
yeah, I was up and at it.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you were a few minutes later, you would have been a strike.
20 minutes. I got here at 1:13.
Did you?
Yeah.
How did you remember that?
Because I looked at the clock and I went, nice, 1:13. That's not bad.
Yeah. As long as you're in
Also
the 1 to
south by
1:30.
South by traffic.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm just saying 17 minutes from a strike and we get 3 this podcast we get 3 strikes each.
Mm-hmm.
But when the other gets 3 strikes, the pod is over.
And the crowd suffers.
Yeah.
The fans. The Mandalay fans.
How do you think
What are you doing today?
okay.
That was your question to me earlier, and I didn't ask it back.
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. I'm about to go get brake pads because the Subaru dealership said the guy, he's like, I've never seen brake pads that we're talking millimeters. I'm going millimeters. How'd you measure that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I probably have a measuring system because that's what they do. But so I'm gonna get
No way
brake pads.
he's never seen brake pads that worn before.
I know
That's
He
ridiculous.
literally is like DEFCON 5.
Oh, it's fucking, I
on
hate
these
those
brake
people.
pads.
On the last episode, we talked about how dealership people suck. People who work in cars suck.
The Subaru guy was nice, but you could tell he wanted to upsell, and I was like, hey.
Yeah.
But I wanted to tell him, hey, buddy, like, you just gave me, like, a bill for, like, $8,000. I need what's going to get me from point A to point B.
Yeah.
You may get these people who are making 6 figures a year to pay that $8,000, but I'm talking about survival mode.
Yeah. You should have said, hey, you're not getting an Oscar, drop the act. Talk to me like I'm a friend.
Hey.
Be a friend.
Be a friend right now.
I had a guy, Brad, the car guy. He was my car guy. He was my brother's, Mark's car guy in Massachusetts. Brad, the car guy. And he replaced my entire like muffler system. My muffler, what's that called? The muffler.
Yeah. I don't know.
It goes from the engine all the way to the back. It's the back pipe.
Yeah, that's a muffler.
I had 2 that were worn and ripped in half, and he replaced all of it. And he was like, "Just give me $200." I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Yes." And it was like $30 to do this. But then I went to a dealership before him, and they were like, "Oh, that's gonna be like $4,000 to start."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?" I was like,
Dude,
I don't even know.
Finding a good mechanic is nuts.
It's an insane thing.
That's why I'm, Dylan Slaughter?
Mm-hmm.
He's changing my brake pads for me.
Oh, nice.
And I'm
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That rules.
I was like, thank God you're here, dude.
Yeah.
Because, that's actually someone I, vaguely know and can trust.
Right.
Finding a good mechanic's so hard.
Yeah. I fucked over a guy, and I feel bad about it. I think about it often. I didn't mean to fuck him over. I just didn't know how hard it was to replace a radiator. But my car's radiator died. And I asked, at the time, my roommate was a mechanic. And I was like, hey, will you replace my radiator? And he was like, shit, it's a lot of work. And I was like, I'll buy you like a 6-pack and dinner. It's literally like 2 days worth of a job. It's a hard, you have to take the engine apart.
And he did it?
And he did it. And I did it with him. And at the end of it, I just bought him dinner and a 6-pack. And I was like, he was like, man, that's like a $500 job, even for a friend. And I was like, yeah, but we made a deal.
Dude.
I was like, gotta stick to the deal, though.
If we ever get money, we got to be so nice with people. There's so many people that have saved my ass over the years when I had nothing,
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got to be chill.
Yeah.
Except we got to give our money to people. Except for, I feel bad, dude. The homeless, man. There's too many.
Mm-hmm.
I
have to go
to give everyone cash, and I never have cash on it.
I have to go into every comedy club and hand the bartenders like $1,000 each. If I ever get a bunch of money,
Hush money.
I have to be like, thank you for all of the free drinks you supplied me forever. Here's $1,000, and that doesn't cover it.
Yeah,
that wouldn't cover it. Because they're nice.
This is a gesture of goodwill.
Yes. It would, if I ever made like $100,000, I would have to be like, all right, well, 15,000 is immediately going to these 8 people.
Yeah. And I better be on that list.
Yeah, you'd probably be on that list.
Probably. Do you know how many times I've picked you up?
True, the amount of gas. I think about that all the time. I'm always like, I've never given Dylan gas money ever.
No,
Ever.
you haven't.
I've never given you gas money, and you've.
And you come over and you take my cheese sticks.
It is fun. I'll have a cheese stick and a beef stick, and unwrapping it. And I'm like, can I have one of these?
Yeah,
I'm a very selfish person by accident. It's not intentional.
Yeah. So if you're a selfish rich person, I'll beat the fuck out of you.
Oh, it'd be crazy. I can't imagine we would be. Do you think we would be bad people with money?
Probably. I think that's the nature of money.
That'd be so funny if we got a fuck ton of money and we just became pieces of shit. I think the first thing I would do with money is try to get hot. I would just immediately.
I'm getting a flight to Turkey first thing.
Oh right.
See my hair now?
Mm-hmm.
Triple it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a big ass afro, and I'm gonna get the beard filled in.
You would get the beard filled in?
Yeah, I need to grow a little more up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I want a full beard.
I would, hair and muscles. That's the first thing on the list.
Let's get calf implants. Let's go to Turkey and get calf implants.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I think so. You can do anything.
True. You can put anything anywhere.
Yeah.
I would get a breast reduction. Because I have orangutan tits.
So are you actually making your nipple smaller or the boob?
The boob. I would take all the fat out of my tits.
Yeah.
But
then you probably just have saggy, empty tits.
Yeah, if they were like, hey, you have to work out and to get definition on these, I'd be like, I'm fucked. I'm never doing that.
At that point, you just want to make sure they're full.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just give me giant breast implants. That'd be so funny if we both got giant fucking tits.
Giant tits and new beards.
Giant tits and new beards. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would get muscles and hair. I would sign up for a... Well, I wouldn't want to be muscular because there's nothing funny about being muscular, but I would want to get skinny. So I'd want to just lose weight. Maybe I'd hire a nutritionist.
I think that would be dope to have meals made. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing that prevents me from anything.
A private chef?
But one that I could press a button and it was a beacon and they'd have healthy food to me in 5 minutes or less.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. I like that.
That'd be dope. Because that's my main problem, dude, is like I eat good during the day and then I drive home and I drive by like 2 or 3 fast food places and I'm like, I'm stopping in one of these.
It's impossible, dude.
Because I'm so hungry.
It's impossible
and
not to.
And then cooking and cleaning is like a whole nother chore.
Yeah. I walked behind a Panda Express yesterday.
Yeah.
I just walked by a Panda Express and this just grease ball of scent hit me in the face and I just like floated.
Like those cartoons.
Yeah, I just floated into the door. It was like, oh, it's totally out of my
What'd you get?
out of my control. I got the two entree plate.
Nice.
The like shrimp and chicken and lo mein.
Nice. You ever notice at Panda Express, you go, yeah, I'll have a, like a medium soda. And then they go, here you go.
They hand you a gallon jug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking awesome.
I love it.
The best Chinese food I've ever had has been at any mall.
Mm-hmm.
Mall court, food courts, Chinese food in a mall. For some reason.
Sometimes they do those samples too.
Oh.
You ever get on one of those days?
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Amazing. One time I was at the mall and Chick-fil-A was doing samples.
They had a little nugget and toothpicks?
It was little bites. It was little little breads. It was like they took a sandwich and they cut it in 4.
Wow.
And I was like, that's a full little sandwich.
Wow, that's incredible.
It was a fucking dope sample. And I walked by like 4 times. The girl was like, stop.
Really?
Yeah. I kept walking by and being like, and she was like, it's not new. And I'd be like, I don't remember trying this. And she'd be like, it's not new. Because I kept coming back. And I was like, oh, is this a new sample? And she'd be like, no, it's not new.
I always try to make friends with the old people at Costco who give samples out. But I always feel bad when I don't get their thing.
Mm-hmm.
They go, yeah, it's right there on the aisle. You couldn't get a pack. And I go, oh, maybe I will. And I do the whole dance. I go, oh, maybe I will. That might be. And then I'm whistling, but oh, wouldn't that be nice for a party?
I hate the dance.
Yeah.
I always want to be like, hey, you know what this is. Shut up.
Yeah.
Give me my treat.
I'm not getting
Shut
your
up.
herbed cream cheese.
I'm a dog.
Get over it.
Toss me a treat.
That's why you're here.
Feed doggy. Feed the dog.
Yeah, man.
Shut your fucking mouth. No, I don't want these wheat crackers. I'm not buying these wheat crackers. Just give it to me.
Just give me the wheat.
Give it to me with that hot jelly and fucking shut up.
Do they get like a percentage of the sales or something? I don't know what's going on.
They're pitching it like crazy.
Yeah.
They're trying hard. Did I tell you about the guy at HEB? I walked in, it was like 9 in the morning, and I was running in to just grab like a Red Bull. And I walked by this guy who was sitting at a table. And I think it was like, sign up for like a credit card or whatever. And I walked by, and I was probably the first guy this guy saw. And he went, hey, you want to know about whatever? And I went, no, I'm gay. Trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And he went, good one.
Wow. Got your ass, dude.
Which also, huge shot in the dark for him.
Yeah.
I could have turned around and been like, good one? What?
Yeah.
But no, I was trying to be funny just by myself. I don't even know why I did it. Just natural instinct. I was like, no, I'm gay.
Yeah, and you just got wrecked.
Good one. Yeah, he was like a 40-year-old man. Like he was just some clean, nice dressed, slicked over hair. I was probably the first guy he saw, and he was like, oh, fuck you. Yeah, good one. You're gay. I was like, oh, fuck, I feel bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that.
That is always weird, though, when you come in with joking energy and they're like, nope.
Just slam it down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Pat, it's been a fun day. We've smudged it up.
We're at 110?
Yeah. We're aiming for consistency, and now we've done 2 episodes.
Do you think this was a good episode?
No.
It didn't feel great. It felt great up top.
Yeah, but then you ruined it.
Yeah, I did ruin it.
No.
It was something I did.
No, I don't think
It
so.
was something I said.
No.
What did I do?
I don't think you did anything. I think it's going to be perfectly reasonable.
That's true. Somebody's going to listen to it and go, oh, they're like doing something.
Yeah, we're hitting our
talking.
Yeah, we're putting ourselves out there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not easy to do. Especially because it's like the things we would say off of this are much, much worse.
Mm-hmm. True.
So this is actually a toned down version.
It is funny. We didn't say anything controversial I didn't say any slurs, and I'm like, is this
Well,
bad?
you talked about getting AIDS and rape. So I guess that's like a little bit.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I was talking about how I would fuck a lot of men if I was a woman, which is kind of progressive.
Yeah,
And
totally.
I was talking about how women don't rape, so they should be applauded for that. So that's also kind of progressive. You could look at the things I said as very progressive thing. It's not my fault men rape.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Men are bastards. What can you do?
Yeah, let's bury the whole
It's like-
deeper.
that would be such a like of the president. Men are bastards. What are you gonna do, Mr. President? Rape has gone up
What
this
do you
year.
What
by
do you say
50%.
about the sexual assault allegations stemming from the systemic sexual assault in government? And men are dogs, and dogs bark.
Women are cats?
Peace. This other person's gonna do the rest. I always think of that when the press secretaries come out. Like it's a guy to just wrap everything up to like speak on behalf of, you know, who would our press secretary be for SmudgeHawks? Name a celebrity. We have a celebrity SmudgeHawk representative.
Gary Busey.
You gotta believe him.
By God, I'd have AIDS too.
They don't even think they say they're joking, but they're crazy. I'm a pot. Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. God.
I mean, what could you even say to that guy? That'd be a great tactic.
It'd be amazing.
They go, is it true that the SmudgeHawks are embezzling funds from the local? He goes, I am a teapot. I am a teapot, and watch me pour. You're all spiders. Peace.
The curtain's color is different. So there's that.
Too many colors.
Is it the pride flag or is it just for show? Well, anyway, this has been great. Thanks, Gary.
I've had an itch on my arm for 30 years.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good one. So, is Gary Busey alive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
Well,
think we just spoke it into existence that we may have Gary Busey on the podcast one day.
that would be so great.
That's what I'm gonna
I think
manifest.
that would be a
that.
really fun episode.
I'm gonna manifest that.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny if we had Gary Busey, but he stood the whole time. He was like, we were like, we have a chair, and he's like, I'm gonna stand. Which is both sitting here.
He's just like cut off at the like you don't see his face the entire episode. That'd be fun. All right, buddy. I'll see you. We'll see you next week, Smudgies. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.
Bye.